me pull up the chart.
So start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at this.
Okay. So let's play a word game. First, you will take away part of the word, then tell me the word that is left. I will play a recording. Okay, so listen carefully. You're going to hear an example first.
If I say toothbrush but don't say tooth, the word that is left is brush.
Okay. So ready? Okay, so make sure to listen.
Say football.
Football.
Okay.
Now say football but don't say ball.
Foot.
Okay. Ready? Listen.
Say cowboy.
Cowboy.
Okay.
Now say cowboy but don't say cow.
Boy.
Okay, ready?
Say goldfish.
Goldfish.
Now say goldfish but don't say gold.
Fish.
Say napkin.
Napkin.
Now say napkin but don't say kin.
Ready?
Say pillow.
Pillow.
Okay.
Now say pillow but don't say O.
Pill.
Okay. Now you will take away the first sound of a word. Listen carefully. You will hear an example first.
If I say ball but don't say b, the word that is left is all.
Ready? Okay, listen.
Say cough.
Cough.
Now say cough but don't say k.
Off.
Okay, ready?
Say lies.
Lies.
Okay.
Now say lies but don't say l.
I.
Say it out loud. Say it again.
I.
That's right. Okay, ready?
Say heart.
White.
Now say heart but don't say h.
I.
Yes. Okay, ready?
Say choose.
Choose.
Now say choose but don't say ch.
Ooh.
Okay. So now you will take away the last sound of a word. Listen carefully. You will hear an example first.
If I say card but don't say d, the word that is left is car.
Okay, ready?
Say work.
Work.
Now say work but don't say k.
Work.
Work without k is were. Okay. Ready?
Say group.
Group.
Now say group but don't say p.
Wait. Group. Wait. Um. Group.
Would it be a self-correct since he said group 1st
Mhm.
and then? Okay, that's right. Okay, ready?
Say pause.
Pause.
Now say pause, but don't say z.
Paw.
That's right. Ready?
Say fault.
Fault.
Now say fault, but don't say t.
Paw.
That's right.
Say change.
Change.
Now say change, but don't say j.
Aim. Chain.
That's right. Oh.
That's what they flag pound.
Now you will take away a sound from the middle part of a word. Listen carefully. You will hear an example first.
If I say act, but don't say k, the word that is left is at.
Ready?
Say please.
Please.
Now say please, but don't say ul.
Wait. Peace.
Okay. Ready?
Say pinch.
Pinch.
Now say pinch, but don't say n.
Inch.
Okay, ready?
Say lived.
Lived.
Now say lived, but don't say v.
Wait.
Say it again.
Live.
Live.
Say bugs.
Bugs.
Now say bugs, but don't say g.
Bug. Bug.
Okay. Now you will change the first sound of a word. Listen carefully. You will hear an example first.
The word can begins with k. If we change the k sound in the word can to f, then can becomes fan.
Ready?
Say noise.
Noise.
Now say noise, but change the n sound in noise to t.
Wait. Two.
Ready?
Say guy.
Guy.
Now say guy, but change the g sound in guy to t.
Get.
Ready?
Say see.
See.
Now say see, but change the s sound in C to k.
Key.
Now you will change the last sound of a word. Listen carefully. You will hear an example first.
The word maze ends with z. If we change the z sound in the word maze to d, then maze becomes made.
Ready?
Say boat.
Boat.
Now say boat, but change the t sound in boat to n.
On this one, if you have problems, you can ask for it to be repeated, okay?
You want me to repeat it for you? Okay. Both of them?
You can, the last
Or
one.
the last one?
Now say boat, but change the t sound in boat to n.
Hmm? Ready?
Say soup.
Soup.
Now say soup, but change the p sound in soup to t.
Soup.
Okay, ready?
Say knack.
Neck.
Now say knack, but change the k sound in knack to t.
Neck.
Okay. Let's try something different. You will hear a word, then I want you to tell me the word that you get if you say the word backwards. Okay? Listen carefully. You will hear an example first.
The word cat has 3 sounds. K, a, t. If we reverse the order of the sounds, t, a, k, then cat becomes tack. Think about the sounds, not the way the word is spelled.
So do you remember doing anything like this in class? Like t, a, k, or k, at, t, ak. So you're just going backwards, only the sound, remember, okay?
Okay, ready?
Say nip.
Nip.
Now say nip backwards.
Eh. Wait. Nip.
Okay. Ready?
Say lean.
Lean.
Now say lean backwards.
In.
Okay, ready?
Say plug.
Plug.
Now say plug backwards.
Plug. Wait.
Okay, so I go back here.
Actually, you can swipe.
Oh, okay. Okay. So now I'll ask you to do some reading. Okay. So I want you to read these words out loud. Start here and read across this way. Go ahead.
It to what?
So I will show you some letters. Look at this letter. Carefully at this letter. Oops. Can I redo it if I...
Just
Okay.
ask them which letter did
Which letter did you see? Which of these letters is the same as the letter I just showed you?
you remember?
C.
Okay, go ahead. You can touch it. Okay. Oops.
I know. It's
I got excited about the show picture button. I really like that. That's really cool.
Yes.
Okay. Look carefully at this letter. Which of these letters is the same as the letter I just showed you? Okay. Look carefully at this letter. Which of these letters is the same as the letter I just showed you?
B. Wait. D.
Okay. Tell me the name of each of these letters.
O. C. X. S. K. Z. E. W. R.
Tell me the name of each of these letters.
P. L. I. Y. V. N. A. H. J.
Tell me the name of each of these letters.
U. F. T. D. L. G. B. Q.
Okay. Look at these letters. Which letter makes the A sound, as in apple?
A.
You can touch it. Which letter makes the W sound, like in web?
W.
Which letter makes the G sound, like in gate?
J.
Here are some letter groups. Which letter group makes the st sound, like in stop?
This one.
Which letter group makes the dr sound, like in drop?
This one.
Which letter group makes the sh sound, like in ship?
That one.
Okay. Now read these words out loud. Start here and read across this way. Go ahead.
Tent. And
Do you see any that you recognize? That's okay, Vivi. If you don't know them, you don't know them. You don't see any that look familiar? No? Okay. So we can, yeah, and then you put don't know.
On here.
DK.
Oh.
right?
Got you. Okay. Okay.
Hit the bottom one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I have some story passages for you to read. You can choose to read out loud or silently. After each one, I will ask you questions about what you have read. You can look back at the stories to help you answer the questions. Okay. So, tell me when you have finished reading this poster. You may start reading now.
Did wait
you don't have to read it out loud, but you can just look at it and tell us when you're ready to answer our question, okay?
Um, Ready.
You ready? Okay. Name 3 kinds of pets that are allowed on pet day.
Dog, cat,
Mm-hmm.
um,
One more.
like,
Where are you reading that? Show me.
right here,
Okay.
and
Can you try to sound it out?
um, puppy,
Okay. So on pet day, Kim came to school with a bird on her finger. Which rule did she break?
wait, none, wait, what?
You need a tissue, baby? You want to go to the restroom in a little bit? Yeah, you can go to the restroom and go blow your nose, okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat the question. On pet day, Kim came to school with a bird on her finger. Which rule did she break?
No bites. Wait.
Okay. Leo wants to win a prize on pet day. What must happen for Leo to win?
Bring a pet. Wait,
He what?
he need to bring a pet.
Okay. Marcus brought his cat in a cage. Jeff carried his cat in his arms. Which person followed the rules?
Wait,
Joe brought his 3 cats to school in a cage. Which rule did Joe not follow?
no, bring 3 cats.
Lauren has a rabbit, a puppy, and a goldfish. Which pet is she allowed to bring on pet day?
Wait. Wait. Oh, wait. Fish?
Okay. Okay. Tell me when you have finished reading the passage. Start reading now.
A forest, 3, wait. Um. A 4 is 3. Guy and guys is this the
So take your time, look through all the words, and then tell us when you're ready to answer the question, okay? You don't have to read it out loud if you don't want to. You can just skim through it and look through it for information, look at all the pictures, everything that's in there. Okay?
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay. In what type of land does a baobab tree grow?
And forest.
What does the story say makes the baobab tree a funny or unusual looking tree?
I have leaves.
I'm sorry?
And leaves.
What are 2 ways that the people use the baobab tree?
Right. Sticks.
What was it?
For sticks.
They use the sticks.
When does the tree get leaves?
It glow. Wait, glow. Wait, no. Wait, get water.
On that one?
I would say yeah.
What causes the baobab tree to become hollow on the inside?
Because it's hard and that. Wait. It's hard and out. It's hard and outside.
How long can the baobab tree live?
10,000.
No.
What did you say?
10,000.
10.
Why do elephants dig holes in the tree?
Because before, wait. For food.
Which part of the baobab tree does the story say people use?
Like these sticks. I know. the wood. The wood.
They do use the wood, but what part of the tree?
They cut it.
Okay. Let's see if it takes us back.
Okay. So, tell me when you have finished reading this story. You may start reading now.
Remember, you don't have to read out loud. You can look through it. Don't stress yourself out too much, okay?
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay. What does the story say Thomas liked to do?
Clean.
What was the last thing Thomas did before he went to town?
Mop.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
He's reading the pictures.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what we use, right? Context clues.
How did Thomas get to the stars?
He think.
Why are the stars brighter now more than ever?
Cause the stars are lighted.
Which part of the story could not have happened in real life?
Wait, the mop. Wait, no. The stars.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. We'll have fun now.
Okay. Do I keep it there or do I?
I do higher, or his grade level. Third.
Third? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will read some questions to you. Make sure you. Oh, we need pencil and paper.
Yeah. So we're gonna give you a pencil without an eraser. And then I usually use the back of the the other one. Okay. So you're gonna have this in case you need to write anything down for the problems that you're gonna be presented, okay?
Okay. So, oh, excuse me. I will read some questions to you. You may use this paper and pencil at any time to help you work a problem. Okay? If you're counting in order, which of these numbers would you say first?
2.
Okay, you can press it. You can press it. Come on. How many inches long is the pencil?
4 inch. My 14 inch. 5 inch.
They don't
Oh,
have
it
it.
didn't have-
No, it doesn't have it. Okay. Oh, I can just write it here, right?
Mhm.
Okay. If all the dots on the line had numbers, what number would go here? On A.
30. 30.
Okay. If 2 of these ducks flew away, how many would be left?
5.
If you were counting in order, which of these numbers would you say first? These beads form a pattern on the page. How many beads should be put on the empty peg to complete this pattern?
5.
Neil had 5 marbles and was given 3 more. How many marbles does Neil have now?
3.
On what day of the week is the 14th?
Tuesday.
This graph shows the number of books given to the city library by students from 4 different schools. Going across the bottom of the graph, the schools are Central, Johnson, West, and Eastman. The numbers on this side show the numbers of books given by each school. How many books did Eastman School give?
15. Wait, no. 50.
How many pennies does it take to equal the value of 1 dime?
10.
What number goes here?
6.
Which is worth more? 7 pennies, 6 nickels, or 1 quarter?
1 quarter.
This graph shows the number of people who rode each fair ride. The rides were the Ferris wheel, roller coaster, merry-go-round, water slide, pirate ship, and train. The numbers on the side show the number of people who rode each ride. How many people rode the Ferris wheel?
Of 10.
Which number is in the tens place?
98.
You can point it.
Wait. This one.
If you want to keep going,
Yeah.
how much time?
I have about 15 minutes.
So we're gonna try this one. You know what? Let's try this. I don't think I can move it anymore. No, once we swipe, like it doesn't.
Oh,
move
okay, I
it, but
got you.
Before that, I can. So you're gonna have. She can explain
Okay.
it to you. You're gonna use this book and your pencil again. If you make a mistake, you can just scratch it out.
Okay. Now I will ask you to write sentences. You will be using a pencil without an eraser, so if you make a mistake, just cross it out. This one has been done for you. The word is in, right here. Here's a complete sentence that uses the word in. The toy is in the box. It uses correct capitalization and punctuation. Now you will try the next one. So the word is and. Write a sentence that uses the word and. Remember to write a complete sentence with correct capitalization and punctuation. Write your sentence here.
Wait.
How about some of those words on top? Can you use any of those words on top? It says the toy is in the box. You have to use the word and. Okay, now the next one.
Okay. Write a sentence using the word the.
You're okay. If you want to stop there, you can stop there, okay? And we can do something else.
Mm-hmm. You want to stop there? Okay.